couple days. Cops argue with him, telling him literally really bad.
Denzel?
Oh no, I think we're okay. Well, the only thing is I heard him tell.
Denzel?
That he didn't know where the apartment was. I got the video. I'm gonna give it to them.
I already called him out.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for that. I couldn't hear you. I just heard him say that. And I'm like, well, he was there late at night, and unfortunately, she doesn't live there, so we were like worried about another child, you know. But yeah, no, you're good.
Usual. Well, I didn't intend. I said your intent is shown in the chat.
Right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, so let's get. Are you
live?
Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to interrupt that.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
Whatever's easiest for you. If you need to go to your car or whatever.
Absolutely.
Time, okay?
All right, thank you. I'll just put this on my car.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Good, police. I've never worked here before, you guys. Like a long time ago, I didn't know we were in Federal Heights. I'm gonna let you guys go. He's not gonna be arrested. They're gonna do a book pending release. Release pending charges. So I'm gonna fill out this form here and go back over there. That's all we got. I'll keep rolling on the GoPro. Fuck this guy.
What's your name, bud?
Thomas.
With an H?
Yep. Thomas. Last name Fellows. F is in Frank. ELLOWS.
You related to a Charles Fellows?
No, I don't think so. No.
We arrested him this morning for bank robbery.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm
Definitely not related to him.
No.
But it's not my brother.
What is your date of birth?
9781.
And what is like the name of your LLC?
Colorado PED
Okay.
Patrol. CPP.
And that's what you got to do, huh?
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. We've done this second one here in your guys' town, but we have 290 in Colorado. Well, we have like 160 in Colorado. The rest are
You do stuff on TikTok?
TikTok, YouTube, bullshit.
Oh, you've seen it, huh?
Yeah.
That's cool. You're good. See, come here alone.
I normally don't come alone. Normally we have 4 or 5 of us. Everybody's at work today, and this guy just out of nowhere was like 12 o'clock today, and so
Do you have like
my wife's with me, but
an address for your LLC?
yeah, it's
And just give me a time frame. How long from the time of the interaction until it's been a couple days?
oh no, it's been almost just over a month.
Just
over a month.
Okay.
He went away for like 3 days and then came back and set up this meeting today. 3 days ago.
All right.
What's your shirt say, Andrew?
Believe the children. It's just one of our merch shirts, yeah.
So he set up this meeting today 3 days ago.
3 days ago, yes. And then verified today, he's on his way. We waited, it was at the Stratus though, which is like 83rd and Sheridan, 8300 Sheridan Boulevard.
6,300?
8300.
It's a 60.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope, you're good.
But 8,300 shirt.
Yes.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Set up meeting 3 days ago.
Yeah.
4711?
No, for the Stratus.
Okay.
For the Stratus. So he didn't show.
Gosh.
The third time he didn't show. The second time he did, but we were with the police in Longmont, so we couldn't get there in time. And he said, "I'm here. Look out your window." We didn't have a window to look at, so I went and knocked on his door. And then he called me today because I sent him a message saying, "Hey, who we were." He called me and said, "I'll meet and talk to you as long as you don't have my wife." I already had messaged her. She already knew. She already reached out to me. And she was on her way here too. So he was like, as long as you don't tell my wife, I'll meet and tell you why I did this, you know? So we just met, and then she come riding across with her bike, and that's how all that shit happened.
And then I just like to confirm, this just is the end of it here, right? And then.
Yep.
as far as those- Okay.
Yep.
Nothing extra. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yours. There is a little extra because I couldn't print as I was coming down today. So, but if you guys give the detective gives us an email or whatever, we'll resend everything in digital form so he can log into all our info, and
Yeah, that's,
then I'll send the video too, where he clearly states.
Coming up on this episode of Takedown with Chris Hansen, part 2 of Operation Blueberry with Ghost.
So there's weed, rolling papers, the soda pop you asked for.
It's one of the wildest and cheated interviews I've ever done.
It doesn't matter. I told her exactly how to show it. I told her how to show it. I told her I was showing up to give her money, so she had to do this for a day. Why do you think it's different than that?
Because I hear this story all the time.
Okay, sure.
this episode of Takedown with Chris Hansen, part 2 of Operation Blueberry with Ghost. So this week, rolling papers, soda poppy afterward.
Denzel? Are you sure it's you? Some creepy weirdo. PTSD that way.
meeting today, 3 days ago. What's your shirt say there? Look at that, he didn't know what apartment was. I got the video, I'm gonna give it to them. I already called now. Oh, good, good. Well, thank you for that. I didn't hear you, I sort of say that, like, when he was there late at night, but unfortunately she didn't live there, so we were really worried about another child, you know? But yeah, no, you're good.
I didn't intend to see your tank they showed in the chat.
Right. I appreciate it.
So let's get,
Are you, okay, yeah, I will need it up there. You're good, you're good. You were just video, we need that. So you're, oh, yeah, absolutely. I already think y'all ready, I'll just put this on my phone. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Good, please, I've never worked here before. You guys, like a long time ago, I didn't know we were in Meadow Heights. I'm gonna let you guys go. He's not gonna be arrested. They're gonna do a book pending release. Release. And that's what you gotta do. Just that is a hard one. Yeah.
coming up on this episode of Takedown with Chris Hansen, part
Hey, Joe Nisha. Hopefully, I'm not sure. Yes.
talked to his fiance online for 4 years, and then the crew for 90 Day Fiance rolled up, and in like 5 minutes they figured out it was some guy named Christian. They didn't even need to call in Neve. Can you imagine? But Tyree, he didn't think he was being catfished because he was only sending like thousands of dollars, you know, not tens of thousands. And apparently people don't catfish for only thousands. So basically this man spent 4 years of his life and a lot of money talking to some guy who was just sending him pictures that he stole from somebody's OnlyFans page. I think when we last left off, he was about to hear his fiance's voice for the first time.
Yesterday, the producers told me that Carmela might not be who she says she is. When they reached out to her, a man responded and said that he's been pretending to be Carmela for 4 years.
All right, that's it. Case closed, right? That's what you would think. But Tyree is a master of his craft. Do not underestimate his ability to tell the wildest stories to explain all of this. And honestly, oftentimes his story isn't even preferable to the catfishing scenario. I'm like, dude, just admit you got catfished. That's actually not even as bad. He'll be like, oh, what if she went to prison and then got out and went back with her husband? And I'm like, wait, would you rather have that? Is that better than catfishing?
Did Carmela reach out to you last night?
No, not at all.
But don't worry, that's just Carmela. That's just how she is. You know, she asks me for money, I say no. She ignores me for 3 months. It's a joke. She's just messing around.
I'm just having trouble processing everything just because of, you know, the amount of time we spent together and, you know, the conversations we had.
It just cuts to a bunch of texts of her asking him for money. I'm gonna miss that so much.
The bond and the love that me and Carmela have for each other. I still have a belief that Carmela is, you know, Carmela.
What? Imagine someone asking about your relationship and you're like, yeah, it's going great. You know, we've been together 4 years. Still working on the figuring out if she's a human. You know, all I know is I'm sending words out and there's words coming back. Like that I can guarantee you. Like I have gotten some words on my phone that weren't there before I
don't really know what I should do or what the next step is. I kind of need someone to have support right now. So today I'm gonna rip off the Band-Aid. I'm gonna tell Ronald and LaShanti, my siblings, about Carmela. Maybe they can help me think of what my next step should be.
So this is unbelievably awkward. I don't even think his siblings know about this relationship at all. In all-in-one conversation, they're not only going to find out that he's being catfished, but they're going to hear the guy's voice. So far, this whole season has just been him meeting up with his friends and family in various restaurants and parks. And they're like, hey, dude, you're being catfished. Here's undeniable proof. And then he gets angry and storms out. But then the next day, he's like, you know, but maybe Carmela is just a magical water nymph who hibernates for months at a time and then comes up and uses the voice changer from Scream to talk to the producers from 90 Day Fiance.
Well, in an international relationship, and I've been in it for 4 years. Her name is Mahogany. Damn, 4 years. Excuse the knees.
I would have never known. I thought he was asexual. I think
See, right now they're just happy for him, but it's really sad to see the slow downward spiral of them realizing this is definitely not real. And when I say slow downward spiral, I mean head-on collision in about 15 seconds.
Who is he?
Her name is Carmela. Chatting on Snapchat. And that's kind of how I started this month. You know, when I went to Barbados last year.
Does she anymore? Oh, well, that's cute.
I went to Barbados and then she never showed up.
Oh, okay. You brought that up like it was going to be this amazing romantic story. I don't know why, but the way he introduced that is so funny to me. Yeah, I'm in an international relationship. I'm in love. Everything is going well. You remember when I went to Barbados last year? She ghosted me the whole time. I never even met her. Yeah. We're going to get married. We're going to have kids. I can't wait.
Camilla and I were dating for 3 years before I decided to go to Barbados. Like, I was super excited to see her. And the plan was for her to meet me at the villa after the quarantine was over. So after I got my negative test results, I texted her, you know, when can we meet? But she didn't respond.
Okay, how is there any coming back from this? You flew across the world, you spent a bunch of money, and then she didn't even meet you at all? She just ghosted you the entire time? I can't believe he tells this to people and then expects them to be supportive of the relationship. But at the same time, I guess David took like 5 or 6 tries to meet his fiance, you know, the person that was sending him emojis for like 8 years. That clearly all worked out, you know? He got to go bowling with her. He creepily tricked her into getting a kiss. He took a couple pictures where she looked visibly uncomfortable.
Did you know that she couldn't come out to her own hometown, home city, whatever it is, country, to come see you? She said it was because of COVID.
What?
How come you didn't push your issue more? Why was you so docile? Because I was in love and I didn't want to push her away.
How does this guy have so much patience? It's impossible. It doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately, he's like the perfect catfish victim because he will do all the work for you. You don't even have to make an excuse. He'll make the excuse for you. Hey babe, so I just flew all the way to your country and spent all this money. Do you want to meet up? Nope, can't, sorry. Oh, okay, I get it. You're busy with your job and you're COVID-19. No, I just don't want to. Plain and simple. Oh, yeah, of course, because the job and the COVID. Are you hearing the words that I'm saying? Just give me money. That's all I want. Oh shit. I'm gonna need like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast to explain this one. What, you gonna give me a second here?
Yesterday, the producers told me that it wasn't really her I was talking to, but it was actually a man that was pretending to be Carmela.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy? He just tossed all of this onto them within the span of like 2 minutes. So I have some big news, guys. I'm in a relationship. I went to see her in Barbados last year. She ghosted me, didn't show up. The producers of this show just told me that she's a dude.
That's a really long time to act like somebody else.
I don't know what to do now. It's like, I just don't know what to do next.
Stop talking to the guy, I guess would be the next step, I would say. I mean, unless you like the guy still. There's nothing wrong with that. You could go for it if that's your. So anyway, his siblings talk him into listening to the phone call between the producers and Carmela.
This is a recording of a conversation one of the producers had with Christian after we first made contact.
Thank you. Thank you so much for answering.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, are you sure it's okay?
Christian.
Okay, so he storms out. That makes sense. What is left to figure out now? Why does this continue? Why am I going to have to go to another scene after this? This is where the serious denial starts because now he has actually heard what the person sounds like that he's been talking to for 4 years. Yet he is still searching for hope. So everybody just keeps pummeling him with more evidence over and over again.
Today, I'm meeting up with my sister, Ashanti. It's been a really hard couple of days because the producers are telling me that my girlfriend Carmela is actually a man named Christian.
Yes, they are telling you that because they're right. That's the answer. What did we? I'm going to lose it here. Why are they in a park? Why are they in a park talking about this again?
Honestly, I'm still trying to process everything because I know it's been a few days, but it's still kind of it's still fresh on my mind, especially like.
Dude, I'm getting deja vu here. He's talking about processing this. He's still processing. How long do you need to process everything?
I'm just having trouble processing.
You're never going to process this. It doesn't make any sense. It's not meant to be processed. He's just going in circles at this point. It's like the catfish version of the movie Memento.
Do you still, out your mind, think that she is real?
A little bit, mainly because she hasn't deleted me yet on Snapchat or Vlog.
Yeah, you should probably process that one a little bit more. Trust me.
There is someone behind these messages that I have a connection with. And I do think that it could be a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, it is a big misunderstanding because you think that you're talking to somebody else that you're not actually talking to. You're misunderstanding the situation. I would love to hear his explanation for this or any possible explanation at all.
The producer's telling me that you have a message from her. The thing, I cannot video call you because I'm not the girl in the photos. I know that I have not been honest with Tyree. I've been lying to him for almost 5 years. At first, it was a way to get money since most of us are so poor here. I did start liking him, but I can't be with him. I feel so bad, but I really needed money.
So try to guess which part of this he decides to focus on. Showing him this stuff doesn't really seem to matter at all. He's still going to feel how he feels at the end of the day. They could show him the most irrefutable proof that he is not talking to who he thinks he is, and he's still going to deny it and find somebody to explain it.
I'm like even more confused now because it's like the same two things. Like I can't be with him at the same time. I love him, so it's just like I don't know. There has to be some truth to something in there. So
I love the look of astonishment and disappointment in her face. I think she's realizing that this is just pushing him even further into it.
So you feel like this person loves you?
they're saying the right things, that's for sure.
Well, that's one way to put it. God. So in the next part, they reverse image search some of the pictures that she sent him, and they actually found a lot of them on an escort site, which, of course, only made things even worse for Tyree. Because then, I think he believes he's actually talking to that person and not somebody who just took all of the pictures from various websites.
I know.
Hey, wake up. There's so much out there to see. Look up, look down. Quick, look over there. Look for a little trouble. Not too much. Open your eyes to something new every day. the hustle, the bustle, the calm, the serene. Maybe then you'll see that sometimes you have to go far to get a little closer. So wake up. The day is far from over. Days in, one of 24 trusted brands by Wyndham.
The best thing about Chime is being paid up to 2 days early.
Install the Chime app today.
I don't think Shanti knows how deep my relationship is with Carmela. There was just so much between us, even over text.
Oh, great. So we've gotten to the you don't understand how deep our love is phase.
I don't even know how I feel, honestly. I want more answers.
You don't think you want to block her?
I'm gonna give it a few more days.
This has got to be the most patient family I've ever seen.
You don't think you want to block her?
Hey, you don't think you just want to block her at this point? You gonna give it a few more days, huh? You think those few more days are gonna make a difference? Okay. All right. You know what? I wouldn't even worry about it. I'm sure everything's gonna make sense in the next few days. I'm sure Carmela is a real person that totally exists, and you guys are gonna fall in love and get married. Yeah, those are things that are gonna really happen. Yeah. You see, I would lose it. I have no idea how she sits there and holds it together.
I mean, after reading that email, it's kind of clear what's happening here. I just don't know why it's not getting through to her. Just a scammer. Scam people. That's the end of it.
Maybe need a little bit of time.
Yeah, don't worry. Just give it a couple days. We'll meet in another park again and have this same conversation.
So you said she hadn't responded to the Snapchats, right?
Yeah, she hasn't responded at all. She just opened up the messages maybe like 2 days ago. She's looking at it because, that's confirmation that she saved them.
Well, there you go. At least she's opening them and ignoring you, and that's just coincidentally happening at the same time that you found out she was a catfish.
Even though that's not her, though, like you want him to respond.
That's the thing that I still kind of think that it might be her.
So some party still believes that there is some type of hope.
I like how every time they show her, she's progressively more astonished and disappointed. And that's the thing, is a lot of people are just going to feel bad for Tyre, which I understand, but there's no possible way to influence him in any positive way. It's an impossible task. He will never accomplish it. He's not going to listen to anybody. Carmela is real to him, and that's really all you can say.
Yeah, I do. I still have that hope in my heart. But I was also thinking, like, what if, Carmela was, in prison or something?
Seriously.
He's like, no, I am serious. What if Carmela's in trouble? Carmela's in trouble. And he just goes sprinting the other direction. He's trying to stop witnesses to see if they've seen her. Have you seen a woman, possibly a man, either a man or a woman? It's either a woman named Carmela or a man named Christian. They're somewhere between 5'4" and 6'3". They either live in Barbados or 10 minutes down the street or anywhere between those 2 points.
No, let me explain though. There's people are in prison and they need somebody to talk to because they're locked up.
Like a pen pal?
Yeah, so maybe this is what happened. She got released, and then now she's with her husband or something.
Okay, so I'm speechless. Like I said, not only is that scenario ridiculous and unlikely, but it's worse than the reality.
After we researched Carmela a couple weeks ago, I did my own research, and I found some stuff that he needs to know. But I'm just worried about telling him because he's still vulnerable. And I don't want him to get his heart broken even worse.
But that's the thing, is if you prolong this and never tell him, all you're doing is preventing him from ever having a real, meaningful relationship. At the same time, like I said, no information is going to make any difference anyway, so just whatever.
This is an escort page. This is her, right?
She said she lives in Barbados.
They lied, dude. Do people know that people lie about shit in the world?
Worst part is phone. Phone got me out.
I love that little half-assed phone toss because he doesn't actually want to destroy his phone. So it's just like, I've had enough of this. He tosses it 3 feet over onto the grass. Yeah, that's right. Now move the camera over so I can go retrieve it without you knowing. But anyway, that's it. There's no conclusion. That's where we are right now. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you all for stopping by. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one.
In an international relationship, I've been in it for 40 years. Her name is Mahogany. Damn, 4 years. Please.
This is my comeback. Start yours at PurdueGlobal.edu.
If the world
world's most cartoonishly evil organizations hunting you down in the midst of a global zombie apocalypse that they unleashed, what would you do? The Umbrella Corporation has done it again.
They'll be
This time
ready
their
tomorrow.
attempt at creating an over-the-counter antidepressants resulted in mindless hordes of undead cannibals completely overtaking the entire planet. Now, their number one priority is capturing the daughter of their top former scientist to further their goal of world domination. They couldn't care less who gets caught in the crossfire. What does this sound familiar? I'm going to break down the mistakes made, what you should do, and how to beat the Umbrella Corporation into Resident Evil. Before we jump into the apocalypse, allow me to wind the clock back to the long-lost year of 2022, back when everything was normal. It all started when twin sisters Billy and Jade moved to the South African cookie-cutter suburb known as Raccoon City 2. Don't worry about what happened to the first one. Anyway, the girls are here because their dad, Albert Wesker, is a big-shot scientist at Umbrella, working on their line of direct-to-consumer happy pills. You heard me right? Albert Wesker is a soccer dad now. Only this isn't the same exterminate the weak with the super virus Albert Wesker we've all come to know and love. Now, this guy is just some sissy soft clone cranked out by the OG to do all his science homework. Things start to get interesting when Billy goes into the office one day to meet her dad for lunch. While in the waiting room, she spots a pushcart coming through full of caged rabbits. Being the well-adjusted human she is, she just accepts that animal testing is a shitty but necessary part of the pharmaceutical industry. Now, she actually has a full-on vegan brain meltdown. Decides right then and there that she, a 14-year-old girl, is going to infiltrate the deepest confines of a massive monolithic corporation and expose their secrets to the entire world. You know, so they can have their pita creds taken away or something. Of course, she could have just snapped a couple pigs and posted them on the spot. Where's the fun in that? Besides, she won't be doing this alone. Joining her on this little self-delete run is her fully dispositioned sister, Jade, just in case she needs someone to treat other people like garbage. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, did you know that you can put the fates of Middle-earth in the palm of your hand? This video sponsor, The Lord of the Rings Rise to War. The Lord of the Rings Rise to War is a simulation strategy game where you fight to conquer and occupy resource territory for the vast and unforgiving Middle-earth like a true war hero. Flex your non-existent skills in diplomacy, the multi-layer social structure, post 12 factions and fellowships, which will inevitably end in conflict. I have no idea whose idea it was to give you authority over the likes of Aragorn, Legolas, Gandalf, Arwen, Sauron, more characters in the lore like Radagast and Brown. But here we are, with millions of lives in your hands and a cabinet full of OG badasses whose advice you'll surely skip through. Not only should you communicate to other factions with strategies, but you also need to use your wisdom to occupy Dol Guldur and claim the ring for yourself. I mean, destroy it in the volcano. This month, The Lord of the Rings Rise to War is celebrating its anniversary in the game. You can install the game to get tons of rewards. Limited package, the Hobbit's Adventure package, Gandalf's Fireworks, join the Middle-earth Grand Fireworks Show, Bilbo's Riddles, Mysteries of Middle-earth, Tales from Middle-earth, challenge the Epic Instance with more gameplay challenges for you to explore. Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to download The Lord of the Rings Rise to War and get the limited Hobbit's Adventure package. That night, the girls scooter over to the Umbrella HQ after stealing their dad's security badge. I mean, sure, it'll implicate you all immediately and cost your dad his job or worse, but rabbit lives matter? Okay, fine. That'll get you in the front door, but what about the internal security? That's not going to make your little bee any easier. Sorry, that's the old Umbrella, the one that actually cared about security while also constantly having continued breaches. The new Umbrella is a softer, gentler, evil organization. After all, just look at this hideously malformed bear mascot thing they used to market to children. It turns out they made their building so smart they made it stupid. The Wonder Twins defeat the facial recognition scanner at the door by just shining a really bright light up the camera. Because a good security system always allows you to bypass key components of a multi-factor authentication system whenever you feel like it. As for the cameras inside that might realize two people have entered when only one person has a pass, there's none. It's Biosyn all over again. We're we're just getting started. Down in the animal testing labs, Billy starts snapping away at every last lab rat, rabbit, and monkey, but it turns out there's no service down there. So instead of waiting all of 5 minutes to share the pics once she's topside, she asks Jay to log into one of the nearby workstations using their dad's credentials, which just so happen to be the exact same ones used on their joint Netflix account. Naturally, she immediately starts poking around in some of the files, only to stumble across footage from a drug trial gone horribly wrong down in Tijuana. Meanwhile, Billy's wrapping up the photo shoot when she notices a reinforced steel container off in its own section of the laboratory. What's in the box? What's in the box? Never mind why a shady biopharmaceutical company with innumerable government contracts would want to keep something contained. It's probably just the Energizer Bunny. Billy swipes her father's key card over the scanner, which immediately sounds an alarm. But that's not about to stop this little eco geek from scooching in for the close-up. When the door finally swings open, the sight of what's inside pretty much instantly makes her lose control of her legs. Nice try, Bo and Grady. Everyone knows the Force only works on dinosaurs. Seriously though, you should probably grab some of the nearby lab equipment and get ready to put old Yeller out of his misery. No way in hell you're going to be able to outrun this thing. Oh, wait, my mistake. I forgot we're dealing with a couple of superheroes here. So, obviously, Umbrella would expect their top scientists to know better than to accidentally free the T-virus-infected Doberman from a small box they were keeping it in, but man, they could have at least tried taking some amount of action to prevent it. I mean, if nothing else, taking some amount of action to prevent it. I mean, if nothing else, taking some amount of action to prevent it. I mean, if nothing else, taking some amount of action to prevent it.
Dark eating ice cream. Dark eating ice cream. Dark eating ice cream. Clean that up.
is just one of several new mods that you won't want to miss this season. Silk has the most finely tuned spider sense of anyone who has spider powers. Her ability is that after every card is played where she is, she moves to another location. With great power comes great mobility. Silk can rocket across the board turn after turn. She can swing into Kunlun for +2 power over and over, or sneak into locations like Sanctum Sanctorum that are otherwise tricky to access.
I'm sure we're all familiar with the many ways you can make money in this game by now. With there forever being new and creative ways for us to get ridiculously rich, I'd like to share with you one of the most insane money-making businesses I believe you can set up in DayZ. So, we'll take a step back into the land of Chinoras, where we'll bring our insane business idea to life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DayZ. I'm going straight for that airdrop. Wonder if I can bag that and go to the car. While we start running over to the airdrop, let's just take a quick minute to introduce today's sponsor. If you're like me and you're looking for a fast-paced, action-packed pro wrestling megastar Ronda Rousey to their ever-expanding roster of champions, which you can bag for free by playing Raid for 7 days before February the 20th. It's as easy as that. The best part? All of this is free to play. So why not download Raid Shadow Legends today? Click the link in the description or scan my QR code on screen to get bonuses worth $35. I mean, look at all of this. You get the Epic Starter Champion Jordan, 100k silver, 50 gems, and 2 epic skill tools. All of these rewards will be waiting for you in-game. A massive thank you to Raid for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go bag that airdrop. We're not fast enough. We'll hope to smash real quick. How is it already down? They come down quick, you gotta be there quick. No messing about. Okay. If we can get a gun from here, we can go and contest this. You forget how bare this airfield is, man. There's nothing here. This one stuff. Well, this doesn't look looted actually, which is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But would be good if I find the gun that goes in the end of all these mags, please. We might not get lucky today. There's a little bit of money stuff actually, not too bad though. Yeah. Might be enough. It might be enough indeed. Fuck. Leave it fucking nice. There it is. It's go time. But I think the best thing for what to do here is just to get comfy and let them capture it. Oh man.
Some ales on me. Whoa! You're coming from Boston. Whose pool is this anyway? None of us know. Sam Adams Summer Ale, light and citrusy, perfect for summer.